gaining an understanding of how this works makes such a profound difference to your life when you truly see and you truly begin to understand what you are charging the field with every day, and you step back and look at the earth and the human race and see the stress that is created by this ruling bloodline on the planet, and see how much this energy field is being charged by all of these emotions of all of these people. When you begin to see this, and you begin to see how it is we the people that are creating this situation by our compliance with the wishes of this ruling bloodline, then you begin to see how easily the problem really could be fixed if we simply re-establish the connections that we have as human beings and reclaim the power that has been taken from us. And we can do this peacefully. There is no need for any violent revolution. All that is needed is to establish the connection that you have with everybody around you. That's all it takes, folks. All it takes is for all of us to treat each other in the best way we possibly can. If everybody does this, then power is back in the hands of the people. By reclaiming this power, we could create a wonderful society here on Earth, a wonderful society for all, a global society. We could create the type of New World Order that we the people would want to see ushered in. Certainly the old world order hasn't worked. New World Order is simply a shift to another system of government that happens every few centuries. It's been happening since there's been civilization. We've had world order after world order after world order. You know, each one has been a new world order, so it all depends on your perspective. But what we need is an order of humanity. We need a humanitarianly based society, one that looks after all, one that isn't governed by a corrupt monetary system, a sort of world order that acts in the best interest of the planet and all of its inhabitants, including us, and who uses the world's resources in a productive and non-polluting way. And we have the capability of doing all of the above. We need a world order that's going to look after everything, every race, every person, and the entire planet. And I certainly can't see that coming from any of the people that are in control at the moment. I firmly believe that the way to achieving a harmonious situation on this planet, the way to achieving health and prosperity for all, is through people breaking down their barriers with other people. I believe it lies in people realizing the connection they have with everybody else, seeing that energy, seeing that spark, seeing the system for what it is, and choosing to help the people and help the planet and to serve the creation for the Creator. I believe that is the key to the whole thing. Until mankind can establish its connection with itself, we will continue to fumble along in the dark. We will continue to stumble like a blind, frightened child, seeing everything and everybody around us as a threat. We need to pause in the path that we are currently treading, and we need to look around and take stock. All of us, the entire population on the planet, simply needs to stop for a moment and just have a look around and realize that we've been led away from the path that we are supposed to be treading. We have become caught up in this corporate nightmare, a slave to this psychic parasite, this fear-based mentality, this virus that has taken control of our consciousness, that has steered us away and led us away from who and what we truly are. We need to stop for a moment. We need to pause and to regain this understanding of ourselves. It is only by gaining this understanding of ourselves that we can then have an understanding of those around us and realize that we are all connected. We are all literally one. There is no reason for any of the problems that the world faces to continue. We can address all of these issues, but the way to address all of these problems is to step back and realize that Each one is not unique within itself. Each problem is simply a symptom of a much larger problem. The larger problem is what I've often referred to as corruption that exists at the very highest levels of our government and our societies, of our monetary system, of the entire structure that runs this planet. And certainly it is corrupt, but rather than being seen as corruption, what it is more than anything is polarized individuals, people who are locked into a certain energetic state. And more than anything, more than revolution, more than striking out against these people, more than hatred, more than animosity towards these people, what these people need more than anything is healing. These people need to reconnect with the correct energy. They need love, is what they need. Now, I know a lot of what I've talked about on the show today can probably be a little bit difficult to some people to come to terms with, but if you really can step back and look at things on a deeper level, understand the energy field that we're all connected to, that we're all walking around in, the energy field that connects each of us to each other, that connects us to everything else. If you can come to some type of an understanding of how this energy field works, if you can understand a little bit about how your body works and how the electromagnetism of your body does interact with the surrounding energy field, how we are literally all connected to each other. If you can just gain a little bit of this understanding, it truly will make a difference to your life. It has certainly made a difference to mine. As a species, we certainly do face a lot of problems, but if we really look at the problems we face, humankind is the source of all the problems. It is the source of all the misery the human race has ever suffered. And ultimately, we are the source of all coming calamities that humanity may face, if we choose to create these type of calamities. The choice is ours. It has always been ours as to what type of world we live in. It is the choices that we as individuals make every day that affect the consciousness as a whole, the singularity of consciousness that is the human race, that is humanity itself. We can choose any time to center ourselves in the correct emotional state and to start making the right choices. We can choose to do the right thing in all that we do. We can choose to reclaim our power, and by reclaiming this power, we can then make this world a better place. All of this lies within our grasp. Everything humanity has ever needed or ever desired or could ever want is all within our grasp. And all that is needed for us to reach out and embrace the wonderful future that is right there before us is to acknowledge and to embrace the power that we all have. Embrace the connection we have with each other. Once we do this, the entire reality that we experience can change. It's simply up to us, my friends. It's up to each of us individually to choose to reach out and to embrace the power that we each hold, both as individuals and as a collective humanity. I believe that we can do this, my friends. I truly do believe that we, as the human race, are capable of turning this thing around completely. We just have to choose to do so. A lot of this, I admit, lies in waking up many of the sleepers. But should these people not wake up, well, that is simply the way it's supposed to be as well. What is most important of all is that you wake up and that you stay in that energetic state, that you as an individual keep charging the field around you with the right stuff. That makes all the difference, my friends. It really, really does make a lot of difference.